Have you ever found yourself questioning your abilities right before something important? Maybe it's a job interview, a big presentation, or even a personal decision. That voice in your head whispers, "What if I'm not good enough?" It's frustrating, isn't it? But here's the truth. Self-doubt isn't a permanent state. It's something you can work through. And in today's video, I'll show you how to build lasting confidence in silence, that inner critic, for good. Let's start by understanding what self-doubt actually is. It's that feeling of uncertainty about your abilities or decisions. And guess what? Everyone experiences it. Yes, even the people you admire most. Think about it. Why do you think so many successful individuals talk about their struggles with imposter syndrome? The difference is they've learned to manage it instead of letting it control them. That's exactly what we're going to focus on today. How to flip the script on self-doubt. Self-doubt can feel isolating, but it's universal. And understanding that it's a shared experience can already lighten the burden. When you hear stories about others' journeys, it gives you perspective and hope. So keep that in mind as we explore practical steps to overcome it. Self-doubt often stems from comparison, past failures, or a fear of judgment. Maybe you compare yourself to someone who seems more successful or talented. Or perhaps you failed before and can't shake the memory. And let's not forget the fear of what others might think. These thoughts pile up, making you second-guess yourself. But here's the thing. Self-doubt thrives in the absence of clarity. When you know your strengths, your goals, and your worth, doubt doesn't stand a chance. Let's dig a little deeper here. Comparison, for example, often paints a distorted picture. You might only see someone's successes but not their struggles. Past failures? Their lessons, not verdicts on your abilities. And judgment. The truth is, people are often too busy with their own lives to scrutinize yours. Shifting your perspective on these root causes can be a powerful first step. One of the first steps to overcoming self-doubt is recognizing those negative thoughts. The next time you hear that inner critic, pause and question it. Ask yourself, is this thought based on facts or just fear? Most of the time, you'll find it's fear talking. Here's a trick I use. Whenever self-doubt creeps in, I write down the thought and challenge it. For example, if I think, "I'm not good enough to succeed at this," I counter it with evidence of times I've succeeded before. It's a small exercise, but trust me, it's powerful. Another effective technique is practicing mindfulness. When negative thoughts arise, don't suppress them. Instead, acknowledge them and let them pass like clouds in the sky. By detaching from these thoughts, you take away their power over you. Over time, this practice can significantly reduce the impact of self-doubt on your mindset. Let me share a personal story. A few years ago, I was invited to speak at a conference. It was a big deal, and I was excited at first, but as the date approached, I started doubting myself. What if my talk isn't good enough? What if I mess up? It felt paralyzing, but instead of backing out, I prepared. I practiced my talk, visualized a successful outcome, and reminded myself why I was chosen to speak in the first place. On the day of the conference, was I nervous? Absolutely. But I showed up, and guess what? It went better than I could have imagined. That experience taught me that preparation and self-belief are game changers. Here's another key takeaway. When you face situations that trigger self-doubt, think of them as opportunities for growth. Sure, they're uncomfortable, but they're also where confidence is built. Each time you push through self-doubt, you're proving to yourself that you're capable. Confidence isn't something you're born with. It's built through action. Start small, set achievable goals, and follow through on them. Each time you accomplish something, no matter how minor, you're proving to yourself that you're capable. Over time, these small wins stack up, and your confidence grows. Here's an exercise for you. Think of one small action you can take today to move closer to a goal. Share it in the comments. I'd love to hear what you're working on. Another way to build confidence is through learning. The more knowledge and skills you acquire, the more equipped you'll feel to handle challenges. Sign up for a course, read a book, or watch tutorials. Growth fuels confidence, and confidence fuels growth. It's a cycle worth embracing. Who you surround yourself with matters. Negative people can amplify your self-doubt, while supportive ones can help you see your potential. Make it a point to spend time with people who uplift you. And remember, it's okay to distance yourself from those who don't. You deserve to be around individuals who believe in you and encourage your growth. Also, consider the kind of content you consume. If your social media feeds make you feel inadequate, it's time for a cleanup. Follow accounts that inspire and motivate you instead. Surrounding yourself with positivity, both online and offline, creates an environment where confidence can thrive. Let's talk about some practical techniques. First, practice self-compassion. Treat yourself the way you treat a friend who's struggling. Second, focus on your strengths. Make a list of things you're good at and revisit it whenever doubt creeps in. Third, take care of your physical health. Exercise, eat well, and get enough sleep. Your mental state is closely tied to how you feel physically. Lastly, celebrate your progress. It's easy to get caught up in what's next, but don't forget to acknowledge how far you've come. Another powerful technique is visualization. Spend a few minutes each day visualizing yourself succeeding at something you've been doubting. See the details, how you're standing, how you're feeling, and the positive reactions of those around you. This mental rehearsal trains your brain to associate success with confidence. Now it's your turn. What's one area of your life where self-doubt holds you back? Let's create a space in the comments where we can support each other. Share your thoughts and let's discuss how to tackle those doubts together. Remember, you're not alone in this journey, and every step forward is a step toward confidence. Here's another question for you. What's one thing you've accomplished despite feeling self-doubt? Reflecting on these moments can be incredibly empowering, and I'd love to hear your stories. Overcoming self-doubt and building confidence isn't an overnight process, but it's one of the most rewarding journeys you'll ever take. Remember, self-doubt is a feeling, not a fact, and you have the power to rewrite the narrative. If you found today's video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with someone who might need it. Let's keep this conversation going in the comments. Until next time, keep believing in yourself and unlocking your potential.